It's that cold out, guys. It's minus 5 degrees Celsius, which is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's do this. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it is cold as hell. Why do people say that? Cold as hell. Isn't hell supposed to be hot? It's like the Arctic out here. And I'll show you the temperature in a little bit. I'm not trying to be all dramatic and geared up like this, but as you know, depending on where you are, it's been cold. So, sun's out though. So there's that. What's the temperature where you are? Here in the Northeast, winter has finally wintered. And as you can tell by the sound underneath my feet, it's nothing but a sheet of ice and snow. But I feel if you're dressed right, then you can still take advantage of these days. Sorry, I keep looking down because I don't really want to fall. Woo. But anyways, I wanted to just get out here, maybe hang my tarp, sit underneath that, still enjoy some nature, and make myself a hot drink, which will be a coffee, of course. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. I also wanted to show you a quick simple way to hang a Ridgeline with a quick release knot. I mean, I'm a fan of the toggle. I like to use a wood toggle, and that's just what I like. But sometimes you just don't want to mess around, and you want to hang it up quick, and you want to take it down quick. So today, I'm going to be showing you a simple knot to do just that. Man, it is cold, but I'm really not feeling it too much. As you can tell, I'm pretty much bundled up, so I'm gonna get this pack off and get to showing you what I want to do out here. Wow. Yesterday we had a storm, so there's a few more trees down than I actually remember, and I'll show you that right now. Alright, so let me get sorted. I'm going to get this pack off and then figure out which trees I can use and which ones are safe. And when you come out into the woods, before you set up, whether you're in a tent or whether you're in a hammock or whatever it is you're doing, just make sure you look up and see that there aren't any trees that are loose or that look like they're leaning on other trees or anything like that, because in a gusty wind, you don't want them coming down on you when you're outside enjoying the weather or enjoying nature. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll see you back in a minute. So I'm thinking of hanging. I have a big long rope, so I'm going to utilize the rope. So I'm going to hang my rope from this tree over to that tree over there, where my pack is, right there. So let me get set up doing that, and I'll bring you back. Now I just tied this, and I don't know how good you'll be able to see this, but I will bring you in a little bit closer. I'm going to undo it, and then I'm going to do it again. So here's a quick release. Boom. Done. So basically you're going to come around the tree with your working end. This is the end that you work with. That's why they call it the working end, and your standing end. You're going to come around and you're going to make a loop. You're going to bring it over the working end. Over your standing end, like that. Then you're going to loop the working end through, and boom, you have a slip knot, and that's secure. So there's the first section of securing your rope to the tree, and I'll bring you in to see that. So this is what it looks like up close. Just a simple slip knot, and this can be released just with one pull. Now I'm a fan of the toggle. I like to use a toggle, and but sometimes the ground could be frozen. You don't want to be digging through the snow looking for a stick. It could be raining, and you don't want to mess with, looking for a piece of wood to use as a toggle on your Ridgeline. And I don't want to mess around with any kind of clips and gear and tensioners and little bits and pieces. I want quick, and I want fast, and I want to get my tarp up. So I'm going to connect this over to that tree right there. So I'll bring you back in a minute, but before I do that, I want to show you how quick that this comes down. Boom. Off. Alright, that's secure to the first tree. And most of you guys know probably what this is. This is just a simple slip knot, not to be confused with Slipknot. Here's the slip knot in more detail. So I just wanted to slow it down for you so you could see exactly how to do the slip knot. We're just going to pretend this light pole is an actual tree. You're going to wrap it around, grab the working end, flip it over into a loop, place it over your standing end, reach through the loop, grab the working end, and pull. That is your slip knot. It stays secure and tight until you release it. And to release it, you're just going to pull the working end and give it a pull. Boom. Easy and done. I have a really long piece of rope, so I guess I overestimated, and I didn't use a slip knot here. What I did is I ran the line all the way to the tree, wrapped it around the tree, came over, crossed it over, and pulled it really tight to tension it. And I didn't have enough room, so I have a knot that's in my line, and I just tucked it in. This isn't going anywhere because it won't be able to slide up. So I'll show you that afterwards. And I'm going to attach my tarp right now with a couple of prusik loops that I already have pre-made, so I don't have to spend any time fooling around with that. And I'll show you that. Just hanging a clothesline right out in the middle of the woods. Oh, man. Alright, so this is the stage I'm at right now. Basically, it looks like a giant sheet just blowing in the breeze. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, come out into the woods. It's 20 degrees. But anyways, so I hung a simple prusik knot, as you can see right here. And this isn't going anywhere unless I really force it and slide it down the line. And what helps is if you use a different gauge paracord on, you don't want to use the same size as this. It just helps it secure it a little bit more. So I'm going to feed this loop right here through this little loop and grommet on my tarp, and I'm going to secure that with just a little stick, and you can find just a little stick anywhere. So this is what it should look like. Prusik knot through the loop of the grommet in your tarp and just a little stick, and this isn't going anywhere no matter how tight you pull on it. I mean, if you really yank on it really tight, I'm sure it would move, but it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I have these pre-made loops. You just want to drape it over. I'm trying to do it with one hand. You just want to drape it over, pull it through like that, and you can just do it one time, and it would be fine. So for demonstration purposes, I'll just show you. There you go. You have a prusik knot. Let me just pull that tight. All right, and that's really not going anywhere. So I'm going to try one on one side, and I have it looped twice over on the other. It is a little more difficult to film in these kind of conditions, and I didn't bring you out here to basically show you how to fly a tarp. I just wanted to show you a simple quick release Ridgeline, and what you do after that, well, that's on you. You want to hang a tarp, you want to hang clothes, whatever it is that you need a Ridgeline for, quick and easy release is the way to go. So, and I think what I'm going to do now is basically set up a chair, get out my new cook stove that I want to try and make a cup of coffee on, and just kind of hang out and enjoy the day. And I'm glad you're coming along with me. I didn't bring my nature hike chair with me. I just didn't feel like fumbling around with that erector set of a chair. You know, the kinds that are like click, 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 and then you gotta like, you know, put it together and get the canvas on. I just figured I'd just bring this good old trusty seat. It's lightweight, it fits in my backpack, and on cold days, I really don't feel like fumbling around with too much stuff. So the goal is to keep it simple, yet still enjoy the outdoors. So that's what we're doing. And here we go, get this little chair. Basically, boom, done. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Freezing cold temperatures, but we're still out here doing it. So how's the new year been going for you? Are you doing the things that you want? Are you getting out there? I'm gonna be doing some more campouts coming soon, guys, I promise. But it's, you know, I don't want to be out here in like negative you know, freezing temperatures. I don't have the proper gear. I don't have a winter sleeping bag, but I am still gonna be out camping, and I do have a couple of surprises on where I'm gonna be. So with that said, let's get a cup of coffee on and have a nice hot drink. So I have another new stove that I just picked up that I wanted to try out. No one sent it to me. I bought it myself. It was really cheap money. I think you can even get it on Amazon for what cheaper than what I paid for. I think I saw it on Amazon for like 10 bucks or something like that. I don't even know what this is called. I don't even know, but this is what it looks like. It's just an alternative to use. I have like the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe that uses the fuel canister. And as you know, those things necessarily don't work the greatest in like freezing cold temperature. I could turn it upside down and shake it up and use it that way, and it probably still would work. And of course I have, you know, my cheap twig stove, but it poured out yesterday. I'm sure I could probably come up with some wood, but it poured out yesterday and things are frozen, and I really don't feel like doing that. I just wanted to come out, relax, have a cup of coffee, and show you a simple Ridgeline. But this is the stove. All right, what should I do with this? I'll sit that right there for now. This is the stove. It's like it has a nice little flat surface and a burner. And it basically, you put it together. I'll show you that. And you use like a little fuel canister. You can use Sterno, or this one happens to be called Camp Heat. Happens to be called Camp Heat. I don't know if you can see that. It's a liquid. So I imagine you just light it with a match, and that goes inside here and creates, you know, your heat source. So let me put this stove together. We'll put this in here and see how that works. All right, so I think, all right, that's the front, where that's the door. All right. Everything just kind of slides into a slot. Nothing difficult. Like I said, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy 20 minutes later. All right. Plus my excuse is my hands are cold. All right. All right, done. So this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna put my pot of coffee, or I'm gonna boil some water on top of this. And here's the door you open up. And I'm gonna slide this little canister right into there, shut it, and light it. So I'll bring you back in a second as soon as I do that. Put that right there. I want to make this a little more flat. God, hopefully I can get this open. Oh shit. I might not be able to do this. I don't know if I can get this open, guys. Fuck. Oh man, this is on there. Shit, I can't get that off. Shit. I'll bring you back in a second, guys. I really gotta fight with this thing. You might not be doing this. Well, guys, today I learned a lesson. I learned a lesson that not everything sometimes goes according to plan, and I should have checked to see if I could actually get that open. It is just on there solid. I tried using the I tried using the rubber grips on these lining of my gloves right there. But yeah, I tried using the rubber grips. I tried using the rubber grips that are on my gloves to really try and get that open. I tried heating it up a little bit with my hands to try and maybe shrink the metal or have it expand on one side. I tried picking it with a knife. It just didn't work. So that's a lesson for me, that sometimes not everything goes to plan. But I also learned another lesson, and you never give up, and you always have a backup plan. Now, I always carry a couple of 2-3 stoves with me, so I guess I am gonna use my twig stove because I'm determined to have a nice hot drink out here on this cold day. So what I did, I gathered up as many dry sticks as I possibly could. I set up the old cheapo $13 Amazon stove. Got my water right there. I have some fire starter that I'm going to get this ready with. And we're going to have a cup of coffee. So it takes a lot for me to actually give up, and I don't give up. And don't mess with my coffee, especially with my coffee. But before I actually have a cup of coffee, I have a special shout out. I just want to make a special shout out to my dad. I love you and I miss you. And also my little sister Erin. And they're both in Florida. Kind of jealous about that. Oh, it's cold. Sorry about that. I was trying to make it more personable and not cut my face off. But woo. But Erin, if you're watching this, girl, I love you. I love you so much, and I'm proud of you. You've been through so much, and you're just a strong individual, and I'm sure there's some things I could learn from you. I love you, Erin, and if you're watching this, just know that I still have the drawings that you gave to me the last time I was there, and hopefully I'll get a chance, maybe this year, if not soon. Hopefully I can come see you, and but yeah, shout out to Erin. I love you, girl. Now let's make this coffee. Never give up, guys. You ever have days like this? Yeah, we're going through it today. And hopefully I can get this fire started. All right. Unbelievable. You know, and I used it. I actually used that stove yesterday. I was out here in the rain, but I didn't really have the right filming equipment either. So I'll show you that clip at the end of me using that stove. I'm going to try one of these little fuel tabs. Put that in there. See how that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to get this fire started. Never give up, guys, and always have a backup plan. All right? Woo! Of course my match went out. Why wouldn't it? Well, at least I'll have some heat. Watch me burn my tarp. It's one of those days. You know what? We're not going to turn it into that. We're going to stay positive. I had a backup plan. We're going to enjoy this cup of coffee. Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Excuse the ass. making sure I'm not going to burn my tarp now. Maybe I should let that die down just a little bit. Now that's just started up because I have fuel tabs in there right now. Maybe I only needed one. Oh my God. Okay. Woo! But anybody knows me, you know me with fire. It's either go big or go home. Yep, I was determined to have a cup of coffee and we don't give up. So, just got a fire going enough to boil some water. I might as well just sit here and enjoy the fire since I got a fire going. I wasn't planning on this, but sometimes things don't go according to plan and they end up being awesome anyway. Nice. Oh. Cheers, guys. This is for you, Erin. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had no intention of starting a fire today, but that's how it worked out. I swear to God, I love this twig stove. I absolutely love it. baby, burn. It is so cold, but it's just so nice being out here. Oh. And I didn't burn my top down. Oh man. Well guys, I'm gonna sit and enjoy my fire. Apparently I got a fire going now. And have my cup of coffee. See if you can see that fire. But yeah, things didn't go according to plan, but we're still having an awesome time anyways. I do have a few campouts coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. Some more giveaways, or some giveaways coming out soon. Got a giveaway of that hot cocoa blanket. I'm also going to give away a heated vest with the batteries, so that'll be coming up as well. Might have wanted to wear that today, but I already have it packaged up and ready to go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'm going to sit here and enjoy. I always try to change it up on the channel. If there is something you like, you know, there might be something you don't like either, but feel free to like and subscribe. And cheers. Man, it's cold. See what the temperature is. Oh, it's a balmy 25 degrees. And I'll show that to you. I always like to be transparent here on the channel. If I could scream out, it's like 5 degrees. Yeah, but no, let me show you. Whew. Okay. All right, so I lied. It's 26 degrees. It actually went up a degree. 26 degrees. And we're hanging out in the woods. All right, well, that was today's video. As you can see, I left no trace. Never leave any trace of where you are. Always leave it better than you found it if you can. And stick around from scenes from yesterday, and you'll actually be able to see that stove that I was trying to show you that failed me today because I didn't have the right fuel. Or I mean, I had the right fuel, but I couldn't get it open. So, you know, we had a backup plan and it worked, and it ended up being an awesome day. I'm glad you guys could join me, and I will see you on the next one. Kind of sounding like the snow is switching over to rain or sleet.